Hey, folks! This is a return to a case I hoped I would only return to rejoice. It is the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case and how she now gets to start spending time with her son. And that would be the only update I would ever give on this show. The progression and how she eventually deservedly get full custody of her child. That we're not here for that. We are not here for that. Kelsey has just begun seeing the child and her ex and his family, the ImALiar family. They will not stop. This is when we talk about Justin and his family. When Kelsey was dying in hospital, they did not care. The mother of Justin's child was basically dying in hospital, and none of them, not a single one of them, gave a damn. That is the type of people we are talking about here. And I bet they were really disappointed in her being a fighter, a survivor. I bet they were really mad when she won the court case. But now, again, they can't stop. She had just begun reconnecting with her child, and they just try to take the child away from her again. This here is to the probate and family court. This is Kelsey who is filing, Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Mother's motion for further temporary orders. Now comes the defendant Kelsey Fitzsimmons, mother, in the above captioned matter, by and through her undersigned counsel, and respectfully moves this honorable court to enter temporary orders regarding our family visit OFW and phone call and or FaceTime calls with the minor child. In support thereof, mother hereby states the following. The parties were never married, but have one minor child together. Hereinafter, son or child. Mother currently resides here, father resides there. And then they go through the facts of everything that happened before her here. Father obtained a 209A, APO, abuse prevention order, against mother on June 30th, 2025. However, father has since dropped the portions of the 209A that are in any way related to the child, including contact and custody. Father has also dropped the stay away and communication provisions between the parties. That was the agreement when we were trying to watch the hearing a few weeks ago. That they agreed, okay, you drop this, and let's work together. The ongoing provision is a no abuse provision, which the parties have agreed will remain in place for 3 months, after which time, presuming no violations, the entire 209A will not be extended and will be vacated by operation of law on the return date of July 13th, 2026. There was never a two-party hearing on that 209A, and mother refutes all allegations made against her. Mother forwent her right to such hearing in an effort to minimize the disputes of the parties and focus on the well-being of the parties' son to focus on moving forward, not fighting endlessly, pitting them against one another. Father has not produced a single piece of evidence where mother has ever harmed their son, attempted to harm him, or where he has ever been injured when in her care. Further, in the temporary order, the court wrote, quote, "There are no substantiated allegations of abuse or neglect directed toward the child." End quote. In fact, even father has not alleged the mother has done so. He instead focuses on the parties' relationship, why it ended, and mother's postpartum depression that was already treated and addressed 1 year ago. On March 10th, mother filed a motion for further temporary orders. On April 3rd, father filed a verified motion for further temporary orders. A hearing was held on both motions on April 28th. Mother's motion requested, inter alia, that, quote, "the parties communicate at least weekly regarding child's progress via OFW." That's the app in which parents who no longer is together talk to each other through that app. And relative to the child only, father's motion requested, inter alia, that, quote, "the parties shall communicate via OFW only, absent emergency, relative to the child." Yeah. That should have been the end of it. And everybody moved on. Everybody lived somewhat happily the rest of their time. But no. After the hearing, while the parties were awaiting this court's temporary order, both parties downloaded OFW and had communications about the child on that platform between April 29th and May 11th. On or around May 7th, the parties received this court's temporary order, dated May 1st, that ordered the following. Custody. The child's primary residence shall continue with the father. Supervised parenting time. The mother shall have supervised parenting time with the child every other Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with the professional supervisor, Gina Tinney, in the community or in the material grandmother's home. Visits shall commence on Saturday, May 9th, 2026. On Mother's Day, May 10th, mother's parenting time may be extended to 4 p.m. Mother's immediate family may be present for the visits. Mother shall be responsible for the costs associated with the supervised visits. After 1 month of successful parenting time, the mother shall continue to have every other weekend parenting time supervised by a professional, and in addition, parenting time every Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. supervised by the maternal grandmother. Communication. The father shall provide through counsel weekly updates regarding the child, including medical appointments, developmental milestones, and a general update on the child's growth and development. Substance testing. The court declines to order substance abuse testing at this time without prejudice. I suppose that was a condition with Justin, the fucking top pothead. Guardian ad litem. The request for the appointment of a Category E guardian shall be reviewed at the next scheduled hearing and determined by the assigned judge. Let's continue. On Monday, May 11th, after a successful weekend of supervised parenting time, mother received the following OFW message from father. Here we go. Kelsey, I've never been comfortable with our son being posted online to any extent. Justin, you liar. You have posted yourself with your son on a number of occasions, out in public with strangers. So fuck you, Justin. Our lawyers and us both agreed in writing to have no pictures posted prior to any meeting. I have repeatedly stated I do not want him shared publicly on social media at this time. We both agreed to this, and I've been made aware of multiple photos. The judge strictly stated no pictures could be posted on social media at our last date. People have commented on his hair and body in the post, and it does not protect his safety or privacy. Justin, You don't give a shit about your son. We saw that in the video just before Kelsey was shot. The cop handed you your son, and you immediately handed him to your sister. Without a moment's thought. A father, a real man, who cares about their child, who claims they are there to protect the child, would have taken the child and made sure to bring that child to safety. You couldn't care less. You handed him over to your sister, and then you went about in the house to find stuff, because stuff matters to you, doesn't it, Justin? Stuff. Not your child, stuff. I don't think Justin wrote this. This is not the word. Folks, if you've been here before, I've been doing labor and employment law for over close to 35 years now. There's small but distinct differences in how a man writes and a woman writes. There are plenty of exceptions. Don't take my word for it. This is my opinion. This here is written by a woman, in my opinion. Sister or mother, don't care. But I do not believe this is Justin writing. Over the past year, I've centered every decision against our son's well-being and stability. At the same time, you have relentlessly come after my character, my job, and my family. Oh, poor you, Justin. Poor you, who just happened to almost have the mother of your child killed. Poor you. At the same time, we all saw the videos of you trying to get high day and night every fucking day of the week when you were supposed to take care of your kid. You couldn't care less about your child as long as you can get fucking high 24/7. Because you're a fucking loser. And if you hadn't had your good looks, you would probably be homeless. If you looked like me, you would be on the streets. But, oh, he looks so good. Oh, you're a fucking loser. And one day, you won't be a young, handsome man anymore. You will be my age. And the filth within you will, at that time, be shown on your outside. Let's continue. So I hope you can understand why I cannot simply rely on your assurances right now. If it's anybody who is trustworthy in this situation, it's Kelsey. I wouldn't, for fuck's sake, Justin, you were a firefighter, or you are a firefighter. You went to work high. You fucking loser. You went to work high and you tried to give bad character to Kelsey. I'm not going against any court recommendations or orders. I'm following the judge's guidance as we continue prioritizing our son's well-being and work through a structured reunification process. I have facilitated several in-person meetings with you that were not court-ordered in the yada, 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 yada. At this point, I believe it's best to allow the attorneys to continue communication. Yada, 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 yada. He's just looking for a way out. And then back to what Kelsey's attorneys write here. It should be noted that despite father's protests, he himself has posted the child on social media, one specifically in December with others, shared to many other social media, showing the child's face and identity. Yet the post father describes is one where mother posted a Mother's Day photo with the child on her private Instagram page, not even showing the child's face or named identity. And then let's check some footnotes here. There was no agreement. In fact, the parties were about to sign a stipulation about posting photos, and father demanded that mother manage third parties and what they posted. Yeah. Justin wanted to tell me, Megan, and everybody who followed this case that we are not allowed to talk about him. I have something here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Have you heard about the Streisand effect, you fucking loser? This shit you're pulling here. Check my YouTube. I haven't posted anything about Kelsey for maybe once since the trial ended. Maybe once. But here you are, being a shithead. And I'm going to talk about it. Justin. Good job, Justin. Yeah, good job. What else? Yeah, it's just more bullshit here. And nevertheless, the juxtaposition of the party's behavior and father's ongoing efforts to constantly paint mother in a bad light and shutting off communication with her and the child speaks volumes. And it goes on. Basically, what Kelsey wants is the court to tell Justin, use the fucking app. Talk about things. Because here's the thing. If you keep using attorneys in order to communication, that's fucking expensive. Grow up, you fucking loser. You have a child, Justin. The moment you had a child, you are not the number one priority in your life. Regardless of what your sister and your mother tells you, you are no longer the most important thing in your life. There's your son. Your son's well-being, being fed, being clothed, having a house, da-da-da-da. You are on place 20. Barely. In the things you should prioritize before you prioritize yourself. You still, Justin, try to prioritize yourself. Yeah. No. Grow up. Be a fucking man. Use the app. Don't be a child. You're not a child anymore, Justin. So, what Kelsey wants is use the fucking app. She wants the court to say, in order to make it easier to reconnect with the child, at least a few times a week, where they can FaceTime each other. Not that the child is talkative, but so he learns how to recognize her and recognize her voice. The reunification process to make that happen. Now, the ImALiar family, they won't stop. They will find any little thing to keep hurting Kelsey. But we all know the ImALiar family by now, what they are prepared to do. Justin, I don't want to cover this case anymore. But if you write more shit like this, I will. Because you're a loser who tries to abuse the mother of his child. And I don't like that. So stop being a fucking cunt, little Justin. Grow up, be a man for the best of your child. It really is all about your child. From the moment he was born to the day you're no longer around, either of you are around. Your priority is your child and nothing else. Do that. Congratulations. If I find out in a year or 5 that you turned out to be a decent man who snapped out of this childish behavior of your, I would be the first to shake your hand and congratulate you. But you gotta earn it. As what you're doing now, Justin, you deserve the Streisand effect. And every time you post stupid things, I will come back. All right, folks. That is what I had for you regarding this case. Again, I hope I don't ever have to talk about this fucking case again. But that's up to you, Justin. You all have a good one. And I will see you all in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.